We'll edit this dead air. I want to talk more sports talk. I'm so happy that one of you turned to me and like wanted to sports conversation.
They never will again.
I know. That was the first and the last. Good evening, and welcome once again to the Proboscis Radio Hour. The Proboscis Radio Hour, the only radio drama named for someone's nose. Because when you think of radio, you naturally think of smelling. Tonight, we tell you a story sure to hit you right in your nasal passages. The story of a good man gone wrong, of a love won and lost, and then maybe won again, and then probably lost, of ambition and of fingers. It all starts in the ghetto where little Marty Martino has lived all his life. Yes, little Marty, a piano protege, whose ability to tickle the ivories brought a ray of light into the otherwise drab and pitiful existence in the slums of Santa Barbara.
You play it nice, Marty. You play it good.
Thank you, Mama.
And of course, Marty's mama, a woman who devoted herself to bringing up her sweet boy. His piano lessons were so important to her that she often went without food, without a new coat, without bathing, which is odd, because that doesn't really save you much money.
Hey, Mama, you like this one?
I love it, Marty.
In order to pay for those lessons, Marty's mama toiled long and hard for many hours in her job cleaning lawns. Not gardening, mind you, but actually cleaning grass with soap and water. It took quite a toll on her health.
How is she, Nurse Selinowitz?
I'm afraid she's not getting any better. When you spend so much time on the lawn of a truly wealthy person, your lungs get used to the more expensive air they own. She's going to need to have them removed.
Remove her lungs?
Or line them with gold. It's the only thing that can save her.
How much does an operation like that cost?
I don't know the exact amount, but I'm pretty sure it's a fuckload.
I don't have that. I don't even know if I can pay for your visits, Nurse Selinowitz.
Don't worry. You don't have to. I like coming here. I like listening to you play.
Thank you, Nurse Selinowitz.
Please, call me Rochelle.
Rochelle Selinowitz. That's a beautiful name.
See you, mine. I'm kind of dying over here.
No, Mama. I'll find a way to make some money. There just has to be a way.
No, you can't get a job. You have to practice for your audition.
Audition?
Yes. I have an audition in a few months for Piano University.
My son is going to be a great piano player.
If I'm good enough, I can win a scholarship. And then Mama won't have to work to pay for my lessons anymore. But Mama, I can work and practice piano. You'll see, it'll be as easy as that.
What was that?
That was just me snapping. I've always been a pretty good snapper.
It was thrilling.
Really?
Oh my.
I'm right here. And I'm dying.
No, Mama. I'll find a way to pay for your operation. You'll see.
I'll come by tomorrow and see how she's doing. But the sooner you can get that money for the operation, the better. Maybe when I come back, you can snap for me again.
And so, Marty went out on the streets of the ghetto, the dangerous streets, streets his mother had protected him from for so many years.
Hey kid, want to see a little piece of heaven? It's right here in this pill.
No.
You looking for some action, little man? You looking for some fine-looking ladies?
No.
Hey kid, you looking to get down with fermented avocados? Treats you right.
I don't think so.
Hey, kid! What are you doing out here? Didn't I tell you not to come out here alone?
Oh, hi, Slappy. You are so rough, but lovable.
I know, and I'm telling you, stay away from these bums.
I will, Slappy. I promise. But I need to find a job so I can pay for Mama's operation. If she doesn't get one soon, she could go, like that.
What did you just do, kid?
Me? Nothing. I just snapped, like this. It's easy. I've always been a pretty good snapper, see?
You stop that! You stop that right now!
What's the matter?
I haven't seen snapping like that since...
Hey, man, that's a pretty cool snap. Why don't you do it again?
You get out of here, you scum of the gutter! Why don't you crawl back up into your mother and beg her to abort you?
Calm down.
All right, I'm going. Listen, kid, you ever want to make some money off them fingers, you come find Dabney Gladbones.
What you got into you, Slappy?
Kid, you come sling your sound cones my way. Don't you never snap round here again, you hear me?
Sure, Slappy, but why?
Just don't do it!
Okay.
Now get out of here, kid.
Bye.
And so, Marty stayed off the streets of the ghetto and went looking uptown for a job. No!
Not hiring.
Not today. No jobs!
Do you have a list of your qualifications?
Yes, sir. I'm a mama's boy who spent most of his life inside learning classical piano, and I'm a good snapper.
I see.
With no luck finding a job that could pay for his mother's operation, a defeated Marty walked home.
Mom,
Hello, Marty.
how is she?
She's stable. She's resting.
Can I see her?
You should let her rest.
Have you eaten?
No,
Let me make you some dinner as a way of saying thanks. I'm a great cook.
I'd like that, Marty. This is very delicious. What did you call it?
Hot water? I usually try to put something in it, but we don't have anything, so I have to go basic.
Well, it's very tasty hot water.
It's all in how you eat it.
I really should get going.
Let me walk you to the bus.
Marty and Rochelle walked to the bus through the unrelenting horror that was the ghetto streets.
Well, here's my boss. I guess I'll see you tomorrow when I come over to drain your mother's salivary gland.
It's a date. I don't mean we'll be on a date. I mean that's the date I'll see you draining glands. The drain glands date. Which, if it were a date, it would be a terrible idea for a date. Not the kind of date I would take a lady on, but as a date in the calendar, it would be a good time to see you.
Goodbye, Marty.
Would it be all right if I kissed you?
Hey, let's go! I don't want to get my tires slashed.
Good night, Marty.
Hey, it's you, the snapping kid.
Slappy told me not to talk to you.
Fine, don't talk to me. Then you won't find out a way to pay for your mama's operation.
You can help me with that?
Let's just say I can help with all your money troubles. You give me 10 minutes and I'll tell you how to get enough money for your mama and so much more. That lady you just said goodnight to, she your girlfriend?
Well, no, but
You let me help you and you'll have enough money to treat her right.
what do I have to do?
All you gotta do is put those thunder sticks together.
My what?
Your fingers, baby, they are our ticket to the big tots.
You mean like this?
Do it again. Now do it to the tune of Katy Perry's Last Friday Night. I'm going to write an address on this piece of paper. You come down here tomorrow night at 10 o'clock and snap like that, and I guarantee you will walk out of there with $800.
And so young Marty returned home.
Mama!
Marty, you're alive. Where have you been? I was so worried.
You didn't have to worry.
I cried non-stop every minute you were away. Marty, you go away again like that and it'll kill me.
Yes, Mama.
Maybe you should spend more time with piano and less time talking to girls, huh?
Yes, Mama.
You have your audition for piano university soon. You better go practice.
Yes, Mama.
But Marty couldn't concentrate on his piano practice that night, not when he thought about all that money. And so, the following night, after telling his mother he was going to bed early, Marty snuck out and went to the address that he'd been given.
Hey, look who's here. It's the snapper.
I'm here for my money.
Kid, you're gonna earn that bread.
Ow.
Come with me to the back room.
Yeah!
It's me.
What is this place?
This kid is one of the city's snapping dens. 2 snappers go in and only 1 comes out. Eventually the other one comes out. I mean, he's not going to live in there or anything.
You're talking about a snapping competition? Those are illegal.
So leave. Or you can stay and maybe win some money.
When does it start?
Right now. Get in there.
Whoa.
All right, snappers, get ready. Over here we have one of the top neighborhood snappers. Give it up for Rusty. And over here is the new kid.
Ha! This shouldn't take long. Show me what you got, meat.
Well, don't just stand there. Snap!
Not bad. Try this.
Ooh.
Okay,
Oh, yeah? I can't take it!
oh boy.
Wow, that's quite a lot of money, young man. Maybe you could spare some of it to buy me a drink.
Marty, what are you doing here?
I just won some money from Mama's operation.
And he was about to buy me a drink.
Get out of here, you hussy Jezebel tramp! I told you, kid, you gotta stay away from these dirt balls.
This dirtball just made him some money, you washed up old man.
Didn't anyone ever tell you how your father died?
Yeah, he died from an infection that was brought on after his hands were crushed in a horrible vending machine mishap.
No, kid. No, that was the lie we came up with, so you wouldn't know the crazy truth.
Sorry, my father died in some crazy way, and in order for me not to learn the truth, we came up with a more plausible story that involved him getting an infection after a freak vending machine accident.
We were panicking. We didn't have a lot of time to come up with a story.
Getting hit by a car, falling out of a window shop while trying to foil a robbery.
Yeah, those are all pretty good. Let me write these down fast.
You mean the next time you have to tell me my father suddenly up and died?
That's a good point. Yeah, it's good to have stuff like that in your back pocket. The situation arises.
Just tell me how my father died.
Snapping! He died snapping. He was the best I ever saw. But he didn't work at it. He didn't train. And those streetwise snappers kept coming at him and coming at him. And he kept snapping and snapping. And then... Fingers weren't meant to take that kind of pressure. It can't be done. Let me tell you something. The streets are littered with wannabes who can't use their fingers anymore because they're snapping. You don't know what you're doing, you won't make it.
Why did that guy call you washed up?
He don't know nothing. I used to be in the snapping game. Back when it was legal. Back before it had to go underground. I trained snappers, but no more.
You have to train me, Slappy. You gotta train me so I won't make the same mistakes my dad did.
I can't.
But why?
Because I promised him on his deathbed. He took my hand into one of the horribly mangled stumps at the end of the body. It was disgusting. And he said, Murphy, because your dad had a really low voice. Make sure my son doesn't make the same mistakes I did.
You just didn't want me to make mistakes. You can show me how not to make mistakes. Train me, Slappy.
All right. But if we're going to do it, you got to do it my way, kid. You got that?
And so Marty embarked on the most vicious training regimen he could imagine. Training that would send him straight to the top of the snapping game, but at a cost. What was the cost, you ask? No? No one asked?
What was the cost?
Well, that totally messes up my thinking. I was going to make an allusion to prices and markups and taxes. It was pretty clever. Now all I can say is, find out what happens to Marty in part 2.